The BBC Six Music Festival came to Manchester in March with an incredible eclectic mix of DJs, artists and bands, including the Young Fathers, Gossip and The Smile. We met up with DJ Hugh Stevens from BBC Six Music to set the scene for the festival.
I've always been such a fan, and you kind of, with Manchester, you can just open your arms and go, just Manchester, tell us what you've got, and it's always been interesting and fascinating. I used to go to In the City Festival a few times. Very proud to have met Tony Wilson at In the City. I know his influence on the city is enormous, but from like Factory Records right through to Twisted Nerve and Finders Keepers and Andy Votel's label, and from producers from like, you know, Mr. Scruff through to Virus Syndicate and so many other bands and artists. Manchester has given us an amazing array of artists, isn't it? You know, and I could sit your name in legends and, you know, go from The Fall through to you know, New Order and everybody else, and Badly Drunk Boy and Stone Roses. The list is endless. I grew up on Oasis essentially, so Manchester's influence on popular culture and music has never stopped, and it continues to grow as well. There's an awful lot of incredible artists playing the Six Music Festival, so I'm excited about seeing Hack Baker and Young Fathers on the Thursday night at the Victoria Warehouse. And there's the BBC Introducing Night as well at Band on the Wall venue on the Thursday, with local up-and-coming legends Porridge playing, who I think supported Coldplay at one of their big stadium gigs last year, but are doing really well. Debut album coming, with Wonder, an amazing Manchester MC supporting, and Witch Fever as well. So I'm doing my Six Music show live from Band on the Wall on that Thursday night before the Introducing Night starts. And then you have the Gossip and CMAT, Jordan Rakai and The Smile playing and headlining on the Saturday at Victoria Warehouse. There's some amazing DJs playing as well for New Music Fix for Tom and Deb, including Mika Levi. So there's some amazing names all across the lineup. And it's about discovery as well, so as much as it is about the big names, Six Music is about bringing artists through as well and supporting new artists. So in terms of a lineup, it's really, really varied and really exciting.
Meanwhile, the Six Music Festival did give a big break to an inner city choir who were talent spotted by the BBC. We caught up with them at their final rehearsal before the big day. The Naya Choir from Hume in Manchester have been given an incredible opportunity to sing at the Six Music Festival alongside Mercury Prize-winning band Young Fathers. The Naya Choir was only formed in 2022 and have performed alongside the Untold Orchestra in Manchester.
Naya Choir is a nice place to be. It lifts you up every Tuesday. You come in, it's full of women who just want to express themselves, let the week off that they've had, and just have fun.
And are the award-winning Young Fathers a big favourite of the choir?
Honestly, I hadn't heard of them before, but I've grown to love their music. Hip-hop is not my favourite thing, but I like the way that they weave their music together, sounds like different genres, different bits of sound. It actually catches you. It was actually kind of cool because we've not done loads of performing yet. We've been taking our time, and this will be the biggest one I think we've done so far. I think it's exciting. I think it's a good thing for us to do. It gives us a goal to work towards and be excited for.
If you had a dream, where would you go with the choir?
A dream? Ooh. I think one day would be good to travel to perform. That would be amazing.
So Naya Choir out on tour, that would be a good one.
Oh, that would definitely be a good one.
So the Naya Choir are a project of the Untold Orchestra. The Untold Orchestra believe that music, art should be for everyone and can bring communities together, and it's one of our kind of community-focused projects. It's a women's, trans and non-binary soul and blues choir, and it's made up of women from Hume and Moss Side and areas around it. Yeah, so the Untold Orchestra and the Naya Choir had done a collaborative show performing the music of Lauryn Hill, and I think some people from the BBC were in the audience, and several months later I woke up on a Monday morning to an email from the manager of Young Fathers saying we'd love to get the Naya Choir involved with this BBC Radio 6 festival. It was brilliant. Yeah, the choir's had lots of exciting opportunities in the first year and a half already. We've done a TV advert, we've performed at Manchester International Festival, we've performed with the orchestra. This is now, another step up.
Nicole Battick is the director of the Naya Choir. She's getting them ready for the big day.
It's the biggest stage they'll have been on so far. Not the first, but definitely the biggest. The general vibe is, they're really, really excited. They can't wait to work with young fathers. They can't wait to get their teeth into music that they wouldn't usually be performing. This is definitely our number one public debut, I would say. But I'd imagine they'll be pretty well able to match the vibe in the place. They're crazy in the best way, and we're going to have a really, really good time. Choir are already stars in their own right. And yeah, we've been headhunted. They're ready. They're ready to take their role in the spotlight. Our women are from all over Manchester, predominantly from Hugh Moss side, and they really do encompass the magic that is in this community.
And when the festival got underway, I managed to chat to one of the biggest names on the music scene who were on at the Victoria Warehouse. American band Gossip were one of the headliners with an outrageous performance. However, lead singer Beth Ditto admitted she's a huge Anglophile, loving our TV, our food, and one particular city where her friends live.
But I love Manchester. I love Northerners. I do. In fact, tonight, I know it's not technically Northern, so excuse me, but all of my best friend, one of my best friends, is from Stoke-on-Trent, and so all of these people, they're like my British family, that's what I call them, but they're all coming up to the show tonight, and I'm so excited. I think I'm most excited about that than anything else is seeing Andrew's family.
You're a big fan of Gogglebox.
How did you know this?
I was listening to Six Music.
Oh, did I know? Yeah. Andrew, who I was just speaking about from Stoke-on-Trent, just gave me the most amazing Gogglebox t-shirt. But yes, I'm a huge fan. My birthday was February 19th, and so I celebrated with my friends, and it was really sweet. But, I have so many friends that live over here that, I always miss. But we were at the hotel, and my friend Andrew texted me to be like, Gogglebox is on or whatever, and it was, and then I looked on the menu for room service, and there was sticky toffee pudding, and I called, and I was like, then the song, the theme song that's like, in a perfect world, whatever it was on, and I swear to God, I got tears in my eyes, and I was like, because it felt like my birthday again, and I was like, it's my birthday all over again. I just love Gogglebox. It's silly, but I love it.
And over in the Mayfield Depot, a local collective hit the big time when they were invited to be on stage at the Mayfield Depot Six Music Rave. A Manchester female and non-binary group of DJs took the Six Music Festival by storm. Not Bad for a Girl only started 5 years ago, but now they're making waves on the dance music scene.
It's so cool to be playing at a Six Music Festival. 5 years ago we had our first event, which was basically a free house party, panned straight from the ceiling, a ball pit, and now 5 years later we're playing on a stage curated by Six Music and playing before DJ Paulette. It's mega, it's crazy.
Not Bad for a Girl only set up a few years ago, but they're not just about DJing.
There's two parts to the collective, I would say. So first of all, we're about performance, and we're about DJing as a collective and individually, running events, doing radio shows, and then the other side of things is outreach, so community outreach, bringing opportunities to women and non-binary people who are just starting out in the music industry, providing safe spaces for people to learn their talents, basically. It's also about graphic designers, event promoters, any area, photographers, any area of the industry where there isn't much support for women and non-binary people who want to break through in these careers. We're basically there to give support where we can.
Not Bad for a Girl are also doing well in the corporate world, where they've been working alongside Converse shoes.
Yeah, so we did a couple of events with Converse and Shoe, and we were part of the Converse Proud to Be campaign, which was really, really amazing, and we're really lucky to be a part of that. And we also got to do a workshop as part of that,
So we had 3 DJs come in, and we got to teach them a bit about how to DJ and like just give them some tips and tricks as well, because that's like, as Martha says, is what we're all about. We want to help people get into this industry. So to be able to do that with the backing of Converse and Shoe was massive.
Yeah, 100%. And we're all also about sort of, our motto is equal pay, equal opportunities, and equal parts spirit and mixer. So we're all about the fun, we're all about the opportunity, but we're also about helping people to secure deals that work financially for them. So it is difficult being a DJ. You're essentially a freelancer with no financial support, nothing. You don't get sick pay, you don't get holiday pay. So what we're all about is negotiating deals, which is often harder for women and non-binary people to do because we don't get taught those skills in the same way. So yes.
Not Bad for a Girl are also setting up club nights, including ones where novice DJs can come and have a go.
I guess what's really nice about Manchester is that it has a lot of club spaces that allow more like grassroots DJs like get experience and find their sound. It might be more difficult in other cities. I'm sure in London it's really difficult, but Manchester has a lot of room for DIY spaces, which is really important.
And they can come to your school or community project and teach you how to DJ.
Yeah, we've done a couple of workshops on that. Yeah. We've got one coming up where we're going into a school in Burnley. So it's like years 9 to 11. We're going to do some like practical DJing, some more of the like behind the scenes aspects of it as well. And then we've done obviously the Converse workshop and a few others. So the goal is to be a brand and to be able to put on more workshops, do more community outreach, and have the funds and the time to be able to make a really meaningful impact in our community.
It's a long way from a school in Didsbury to becoming a superstar DJ, but DJ Paulette has been around the world, done it and seen it, and now her autobiography, Welcome to the Club, The Life and Lessons of a Black Woman DJ, charts her incredible career. We caught up with her just before her set at the BBC Six Music Festival, where she was full of praise for her home city.
And, you know, the fashion houses are coming. Chanel was here in December. And, you know, people are looking at Manchester with fresh eyes. I mean, it's not just an economy. For sure, it is an economy. It makes huge amounts of money. Look at the kind of tourism that a club like the Warehouse Project brings in every year. And Parklife and all the festivals, Moving Festival, you name it.
And Paulette commented that clubbing is great for the city and its economy, and raving is good for you.
For sure there's an economy, but it goes beyond that, because when you look at what happened with the pandemic and you know what difference it made to people not being able to make those kind of connections, those social connections that they made in going out and listening to music, whether it's at a festival or a nightclub or a bar with other people, it made a massive difference. And even though we can develop streams and, you know, we can party at home, you can have a kitchen disco, music needs people to experience music together with other people, and then it just makes it better. But music is also, music and dancing are really good for your mental health, and that is a scientific fact.
She started off dancing and then DJing at the #1 club on Central Street before getting her big break at the Flesh Night at the Hacienda.
Disco, you name it. Because that must have been a big break. Yeah, absolutely. Biggest break. And if it wasn't for Lucy Sher, it was Lucy Sher and Paul Cons. And Lucy brought the female energy into the Flesh organisation, into the Flesh event. And, you know, if it hadn't have been for Lucy really pushing women forward, both myself and Kath McDermott were on all the flyers and all the posters. She gave us equal billing to all the guys. We had equal weight as a DJ. You know, we weren't like poor relations because we were women. We were there at the same level as anyone else that was working on that night. And, you know, she died in 2018, her story is behind Paul Cons. Paul Cons was very much the face for the organisation, and people don't really talk that much about Lucy, but if it hadn't been for Lucy, the women would not have been at Flesh, and that party would not have been the success that it was, because she brought the diversity, she brought the colour, she brought the balance into it over everything, and she put me there.
Manchester did it again, and the Six Music Festival was a roaring success, proving beyond doubt that the city is the number one on the music scene.